Tuesday, Turffontein racing. We're here on the Highveld, on the inside track on this Turffontein meet. We're doing this on the Monday, just so that you know it is being recorded the day before. And just in terms of our social media handles, @Waited2Win is what you need to type up there to join us on the Twitter account. We also got a WhatsApp number for you that you can go and register. Just send your name into our admin department or to that number that's on the screen, and they will obviously register you on the WhatsApp groups. And also we're on 4racing.tv as well. So lots of ways from a digital perspective to engage. Well, weekend was good, and we're hoping this week continues the way the weekend did. And here's some of the lucky wins that came out of Sunday at Scottsville. I have to say the boys did well, and we got a nice bipod going and won 350% from that. The PA got 400% on your profit, or profit of 400%. There was a big one. Hope you got that quartet. And we also got some swinger action as well. 4.5 times the money. Always helps because it's a bit of capital to continue, and that's what it's about. That's why we come back every day to face the challenge. And the first at Turffontein is at 1200. There's some first-timers in here. Darren, I don't know if you know anything about them.
No, I don't, but Puerto Plata, Argentinian bred. Now, go back in the day. We remember Jeff Woodruff and Terence Millard used to bring these Argentinian imports into the country, and they used to clean up a lot of the time. I see Turffontein got a couple in the last couple of years. They've done very well, and Keegan de Mella does opt to ride this one. Touching on the joint favourite, Drop of Time. Now, in both of his form lines, there's been 13 runners, 0 winners. So he was very disappointing last time out at 6-10. The form line hasn't stood up. So I'll lean towards the first timer over Drop of Time, and Kalahari Blue can't be ignored. There was excuses on debut in a feature race, and he could be anything.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that Keegan de Mella is the first choice rider for the stable, and Johan Janssen van Vieren's got the top 4 in the betting, yeah, so they hold the aces.
I don't think all 4 are going to stand their ground. I think they're just there to ensure that the race takes place. To keep the race alive. Let's touch on the first timer. There is a comment in the front of the computer form card. Looking for further, but he's got enough speed to place. You know, he's a half-brother to Puerto Manzana. I don't know, back in the day, do you remember Puerto Manzana making his debut over this very same course and distance? He dead-heated with Chase Marjan in the irons. There was some controversy with regards to that.
And all that. Yeah,
yes, that's right. Follow the betting with regards to his chances, Clyde. The stable companion, Johan says in the front of the computer form, he's a smart horse and he could place. Now, he's been rested and gelded. He debuted, I think, in the Protea Stakes against winners. Finished 4 lengths behind a horse like Magic Tattoos, certainly no slouch. And then Drop of Time now, very, very disappointing. Last time out, I expected him to go close to winning, but he does have the experience and he does have the draw in his favour. So
any comment from Bar and Bottas' stable?
Yes, speedy.
Well, he put Pierre Stradum on, so it's got to be speedy.
But you know, he's related to a horse that won the Drumstar Handicap, who's best over a mile or 1800, Savannah Storm. But he's speedy, so another one you can follow the market.
When I see Striker, you got to respect them, boy. I thought he's overseas. Where is he? I thought he went overseas. Striker, didn't he say he's going away in Cape Town?
He rode in PEs. He returned and he rode a winning in PE.
So he's back now. Okay.
Came to find us on that occasion.
Okay. All right, welcome back. Let's put our bets up race 1. And we're taking trifectas 3, 4, 5. Drop of Time, Kalahari Blue, and Puerto Plata. But watch out, Pierre Stradum's on a first time here for Bar and Bottas, Desert Fox. Keep your eyes open. On to the second race we go. This is over 1,800 metres, this particular event. We're 22-10 about number 3, Pottinger favourite. 5-2, number 4, Sir Talon, the second choice. And on Monday morning, number 2, Cool Baikal, was 3-1. 11-2, the 1, King Arthur. And then I think 8-1 about Toto's Dream. So it's a small field of over 1,800 metres, but it's a bipod race. It's important that we survive, and Darren Burrows will help us or make sure that we do. Darren, what you like?
Well, Sir Talon's by far the best horse in the race. I'm just concerned that he loses ground at the start. Last time out, he lost 3 lengths at the start. He was closing the gap fast late. That was over a mile. He tries the 1,800 meters, 1.5 kilos off his back. He's achieved an 89 in the past. He's down to a 70 with the allowance. I think he'll take all the beating in this lineup. And I made the only danger if he doesn't jump on terms, Pottinger.
Okay, well, it is a classified stakes. What do you make of the conditions of the race? Who does it suit? Who doesn't?
It favours Toto's Dream, the fairest sex in the race, Claude. I'm worried about the distance for her. She should go up handy. She normally runs her best races in that manner. But I like the look of Sir Talon and Pottinger as well. Sir Talon, everything hinges on whether he's going to get away on terms. If he comes out slow, and his stable companions ahead of him, he may have his work cut out to run him down in the latter stages. Now, Pottinger, if you recall his last race, Clyde, he had no cover on that occasion. He came into the straight, he was under pressure, but he rallied very late. He only went down a neck to the brief. He was closing in the latter stages, so he's super fit, and lots is in his favour. So Pottinger and Sir Talon to fight it out. In my opinion, I can't see anything else winning.
Those two. All right, let's put a rerun up. We've got Sir Talon. This is what, well, just before we go to Sir Talon's rerun, we've got a bipod for you where we're going 3 and 4. So those are the 2 by 1, 2, 4, 6 by 1 and 3. Bankering 1 later on, then 1, 2, 6 and 3, 4, 7 and 8. And that bipod will cost you 192 Rand. And whilst you're busy scanning the code, we're going to set up the rerun of that also Sir Talon for you. And this is what happened the last time Sir Talon came to the races. And you'll pick up Sir Talon's in the orange and silver on the right-hand side of the picture. Rachel Venica rode Sir Talon on that occasion, rides it again on Tuesday. And at this point in time, you'll notice that Legislate's Dance starts to lengthen its stride. It's the other Paul Peter horse in the race, in the yellow cap and the pink sleeves. Nkapizi is one off the rail. That came out next time to run second. And then watch Sir Talon now go further to the right, and you'll see Sir Talon all of a sudden starts to take off. Whip gets shown, and now suddenly Sir Talon starts to register and runs on really strong to go down, beaten 2.5 lengths. And on that occasion, running on really strongly. Based on that, must have some sort of chance, but in general, I think the stable is the stable to follow. Let's get on to the third now and move on now. This over 2,000 metres where Clap of Thunder tops the boards at 22-10. The Inkosana is the second choice at 7-2. Main Mission is 5-1 and 7-1 about number 4 Global Breeze. 8-1 Flow Forever. I guess there've got to be a few in here. I know we've been on Clap of Thunder a few times already, Darren.
Oh, he's a very one-paced horse, and I think the step up in trip's going to suit him down to the ground. I am favouring numbers 1 and 2. I know there are top weights in a maiden handicap, but I do believe that they are the 2 to beat. Clap of Thunder and Flow Forever. He'll appreciate the step up in trip. He ran very well in Cape Town over 2,000 metres on his only effort. I thought a bit disappointing last time out, but in this type of company has to go in. So 1 and 2 to fight it out, and then 2 bottom weights to include are the Inkosana number 6 and Prime Example number 10.
All right, maiden handicap. Tough races to the extent that you need to understand the ratings and know the form and the weights. How have you assessed it?
Clyde, you know, the Inkosana, that's number 6. Last time out he contested a maiden handicap and he improved. We saw that form line being frank with Flag Bearer winning from there. And more importantly, Clyde, Erica Verdeniz's stable is flying at the moment. Everything he's sending out, he's either winning or running into the money. And as punters, we need to sit up and take note because the horses are obviously in a good space. He's racing fit, so I'm going to make him the one to beat. Out of the likes of number 4, Global Breeze. Now, he's 3.5 kilograms better off with Clap of Thunder for a 2-length beating. The concern here is will he stay? If he does, he has to be considered in all bets. And then I'm also giving Flow Forever one more chance. Now, they have made a few equipment changes. Set of cheek pieces now get fitted, and the tongue tie goes on too. So he has been very, very disappointing in the past, but maybe there's been a reason for that. And if these assist him, be no surprise to see him exit the maiden ranks. Right. But 6, 4, and 2 in order for me.
6, 4, 2 from Daryl's side, and Darren got a few as well. So tough race, as would be a maiden handicap. Let's have a look at the exotic, where we're going place accumulators all of 1, 2, 4, 6, 1 and 3. Then we're bankering the 1 later on. That will be Electric Gold, followed by 2 and 6 in the next leg. Then 3, 4, 7, 8. The last 2 legs were banker number 3 twice as Splendid, the second last leg. And the last leg we're bankering number 8, Irrevocable Dream. So can Byron Boertes and Pierre Straden win the first leg of the Pick 6? They favourites here at 5-2. Well, on Monday afternoon they were. Number 3, Saint Anastasia, the second choice for Alec Laird stable at 28-10. Then number 4, Stunning Kitten at 33-10. And 4-1 about the 5, Sacred Valley. There's one other in single numbers here. It's number 2, Seconde Aurore, who's at 5s. And then it's double figures about the others. Can we get away with Mirren, or what's the plan, Darren?
Yes, it's a 2-horse race, Mirren and Saint Anastasia. Now, Mirren, she found her best form in her last start. I think that was her first start for the Boertes stable. Stratham takes the ride. I think she'll take a lot of beating in this lineup. And then I've got respect for Saint Anastasia up in trip for the first time. I think on pedigree, she's going to love the 2,000 metres and will rate the biggest danger to Mirren.
Okay, so 2-horse race from Darren's side. Daryl,
yep.
2-horse race.
Yeah, echo that. I echo that, Claude.
You're echoing it. Good. What do you?
You know, Mirren last time out, there was support in the market for her when making her debut for her new yard, and she just got done on the post, Claude. Her form line isn't working out though. There have been 7 runners, 5 of them have run unplaced, but Barents has gotten to know her by now. She's had a few weeks in the yard, and Striker is engaged. They must mean business. So I've got healthy respect for her. But all hinges on whether Saint Anastasia is more effective over this trip. She's by Master My Fate out of a Galileo mare. One has to believe she's going to love the step up in trip. If she's more effective, I think of her current rating, she'll take a lot of beating. But she has to prove that she does get the trip, Clyde. On a line through Dancing Arabian, she holds Stunning Kitten. So I'm not looking past it, Mirren and Saint Anastasia.
Okay. So the top 2. Top 2, that's our Pick 6, I guess. Here it is. We'll put that up for you. We're going to go race 4 with 1 and 3, by 1 and 5, by 1, 2, 4, 6, by 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, by 1, 3, 4, and at the back, we are going to bank number 8 on the card, Irrevocable Dream. We did have one other in there who's not running, just by the way, if you don't know. 4 and 7 have been taken out at the back, but we're banking the 8, Irrevocable Dream, as the right one. Let's get on to race number 5. Interesting race. The Electric Gold tops the boards. Rachel Venica rides the early favourite at 2-1. One Bay Sué is at 3-1 as the second choice. So they take each other on, Pierre Stratham and Rachel Venica. Bay Sué from the Byron Boertes stable. And from a market perspective, there's a whole lot involved here. Indus Knight, Silly Fella, Alinga Longa, and even Stolen Thunder. In fact, the whole field has been quoted in the market. So, Darren, help me out here. What do we do?
I like this horse, Bay Sué, very strongly. He's a course specialist. He's had 2 wins from 3 starts and a short-head second over the course. His last win was 3 runs back over 1,500 metres on the inside track where he got up late. I think in this sort of company, Pierre Stratham, I think there's going to be a genuine pace with Electric Gold and Indus Knight in the race, and he'll be flying through runners the final 200. So I'm confident Bay Sué will just about win over Electric Gold as the only danger.
Okay, Bay Sué, Electric Gold, a 2-horse race for Darren. You?
The Electric Gold, Clyde, the inside track concerns me. You know, he looks like he's got a bit of substance. I'm not too sure if he's going to appreciate a more galloping track. So I'm playing to beat him. But you know, he's highly regarded. I don't know if you recall, Clyde, when he won last time out, they considered running him in the Grade 1 on Gold Cup Day. So he's talented, but I've got my concern on the track. So I'm leaning towards number 1, Bay Sué. I think he's going to take a power beating. Darren touched on over this track, he's really at his best. We've seen Mtabisi come out and run 2 seconds from that latest form line. His penultimate start, we've seen Vanderbilt winning again. And the rerun we're going to show, we saw Razor Hallelujah come out and win, and Roja come out and win.
All right, good.
So I really believe he's got the strongest form coming into this race. And with Piers Strydom in the irons, I think this race is set up for him. So Baseway, ahead of the likes of Indus Knight, who he holds. I think if there was a bit of sting out of the ground, Indus Knight may have given him some cheek because he finds his best form when there's some giving the ground. But Baseway on this occasion for me.
Okay, well, let's put our bets up and then we can have a look at that run of Baseway. We're taking a jackpot and we are bankering Baseway in this pot by 1, 2, 4, 6, by 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, by 1, 3, and 4. You can take it for 60 Rand or you can take it a few more times. It's entirely up to you. Here's the run that we're talking about with Baseway. When Baseway won and beat Razor Hallelujah Roa. We'll take a look at that over the last couple of 100 metres now. This was, of course, back at Turffontein, and it was on the inside track. Now, Baseway's in the red sleeves and the blue cap towards the back of the field as one off the outside, and now starts to squeeze its way through between runners and run on quite strongly. This occasion was ridden by JP van der Merwe, and starts to get onto the attack. Rojas on the left in the white colours, who Daryl quite rightly makes reference to, did come and win. And Razor Hallelujah's in the blue between them, who also came out and won. Baseway gets up and wins going away on that occasion. So the boys are pretty confident. They've both landed on the same horse here. And Baseway, we believe, is going to be hard to beat with Piers Strydom in the saddle. So we want to have a bet here on this horse, Gilded Butterfly. I want to get Darren Burrows' thumbs up. It's 12-10. The last time I had a look, let me have a look now. Yeah, still 12-10. Flame Flower, 33-10, the second choice. 5-1, Willow Lane. And 11-2, Quiet Rebellion. So between Paul Peter and Stewie Pettigrew, Darren?
Yes, between the two, I'm not going to split them. You know, Gilded Butterflies never run a bad race. She always finishes right on top of them or wins the race. So she'll be right there once again. Flame Flower, that was a good comeback run last time out, only beaten 2 lengths. She gets the 1.5 kilo claim, decent draw. If I had to have a narrow first selection, it would be Flame Flower over Gilded Butterfly. And then the stablemate, Quiet Rebellion, I think she's going to run a big race as well.
It's interesting because McKenna Sky, the Paul Peter horse that ran second to Gilded Butterfly, can give Paul some sort of ideas to, you know, where you can draw a line or comparison. So Darren going the other one, will you?
Which one's Darren going for?
Darren's going for
Gilded Butterfly.
No, he's not.
Flame.
Darren's going for the other one. Sorry, my computer's playing up in front of me now. He's going with
Flame Flower.
Flame Flower.
Okay. Not for me, to be honest. Not for me, Claude. I'm really big on horse over here. I love the look of number 6, Quiet Rebellion. Now, many are going to say she's held on paper. I think it's 2 1/4 lengths, and she's only got a kilogram in her favour. But in my opinion, Claude, the booking of Keegan DeMello can do the difference. So I'm really bullish that she can reverse that form. In saying that, Gilded Butterfly has certainly gone about things in the right manner. She's improving with racing, and there's no reason to believe she's not going to continue with that trend. But, you know, Quiet Rebellion's got ability too, Clyde. And I think there is a possibility that she's going to reverse that form. And I love the price. More importantly, I think what did you say? She's priced up at
9-2.
9-2 compared to 12-10. I'd rather be taking the 9-2 Quiet Rebellion. So I'm going to.
So you're putting us off Gilded Butterfly.
No, I'm not saying she can't win, but at
so
the
you're
price,
saying the other one's the right one?
Well, in my opinion, yes. I'm going to go with Quiet Rebellion. And then just throwing number 4, Linger No More, into your trifectas and quartets, Clyde. I don't know if you recall in her last start, she got taken up around the bend. She got going very late on that occasion. She's going to love the step up to a mile. From a 1 draw, she should be given every opportunity. I don't think she's quite got the class as the others, but she's fit and well, so she has to go into your trifectas and quartets.
All right, well, that's the plan. Quite rebellion then. It's Keegan DeMello's turn to make good on this horse, according to Daryl. We'll put our bets up here between Daryl and Darren, and the recommendation is that they go, well, it's Daryl's jackpot. So, Daryl, you're going all of 2, 4 and 6 in the first leg.
Yes, and I'm certainly in the favour of number 6, Quite Rebellion. And please take note, I have left the scratching in the last leg, Clyde. I do believe Irrevocable Dream was start-out favourite, and I do make him one of the better bets on the card. So if you want to, you can take out the 4 of there, and that will cost you then 150.
That does linger no more in the first leg. That's any price, huh?
Yes, but I personally, I'm going to be in the camp of number 6, Quite Rebellion.
Yeah, okay. There it is, 300 Rand, guys. Spend whatever you want. So another Stewie Pettigrew horse tops the board here with Admiral Dooley this time to win race 7. It's a 33-10 favourite. Kochinos Roy Magnus stable, second choice at 7-2, joint with the 8 horse Sounds of Hounds at 7-2. And number 1, Little Prince, is 9-2. 7-1 and better about the others. Suited Connected, David's horse is 7-1, 8-1 Ballon d'Or, 8-1 Eskimo Pie. And if you need them all quoted, well, Tyrus Express, number 2's at 14. Being a Monday, we haven't seen much movement in the market yet, but those watching race time will have a better idea. Darren, give us an idea as to what we need to do.
I thought Kotinos the horse to beat. I know he likes the inside track. He's had 2 starts for a win and a place, and I was impressed with the way he turned it on late last time out. Sound of Hounds, now he's running plated races in his last 3 starts where he was well out at the weights and he wasn't disgraced. Back in a middle stakes class race, I think Sound of Hounds going to run a massive race. And then Admiral Dooley, the best of the rest.
Okay, Admiral Dooley, the best of the rest. Darren?
I'm leaning towards Admiral Dooley, Clyde. I was very impressed with his comeback running. He was off for 3 months. If you go watch that rerun, he moved up very, very dangerously and only tired late on that occasion. Going to strip fitter, so I'll make him the one to beat. And he's fairly well treated over here in this Middlesex event. Health respect for number 4, Ballon d'Or. He's all 3 career victories have been recorded on this inside track, so he loves it over here. What's key is he just needs to get to the front, and he's got the master on board. If you can dictate and get it and not exert too much energy in getting there, he could fight them off in the straight. So I do think he represents some value. And then Kotinos, Clyde, you know, there have been 13 runners from his latest form line. 12 of them have missed a place. So that is certainly a concern. But we haven't seen the best of him yet. He is nice horse. He is a nice horse, and he's got more to offer.
Do you think Strader made the choice of rides here or not?
No, Striker's riding for Barents on the deck, like so.
Yeah, because he could have ridden Sound of Hounds if he wanted to, right? Because he rode it last time.
I'm sure Barrington himself said, whatever I'm saddling, you've
take the rides, okay. Yeah. All right, we won't read too much into that. Let's get into...
And what's the weight on Sound of Hounds over there, Clyde?
What is what?
The weight.
58. He rides 58.
Yeah, after the UK, yeah,
he can ride. He rides 58. Mind you, Ballon d'Or, he's got 60, but doesn't matter. Okay, let's go. Bets, race 7, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Those are the horses from the boys to take a quartet. 8th race on the card is over 1,000 metres in this race. Drochia is top of the boards. Paul Peters' turn to be favourite, 12-10 now. Johan Janssen van Vieren's got Big Eyed Girl as the second choice at 28-10. And at 7-2, about twice as splendid. I think you like that, Darren? Twice as splendid, if I remember your PA correctly.
I give him a big chance in the lineup. I think he's a better sprinter. You know, they tried him around the bend, 1450, and he doesn't quite finish his races off. 1,000 meters, the speed's going to be on, and he'll be doing good late work at the finish. Drogier, he has respiratory noises in the past, so that's always an issue, but he's holding his form well, and with the 1.5 kilos off his back, he'll rate the biggest danger. And of the rest, big-eyed girl, I thought she's taking a bit of a drop in class from a 1 draw.
Okay, twice as splendid, perhaps the right one here, Daryl?
Yeah, Claude, I love the look of him. You know, he has been contesting stronger events and hasn't been disgracing himself. He's been performing extremely well. I thought his best run to date has been over this course and distance, because one has to take into consideration he was under sufferance on that occasion, Clyde. So I think in a small field, if he's just given a chance, he'll be picking them off 1 by 1 in the straight. I make him the horse to beat, and I'm not looking past him.
Okay, not looking past him. There's some good talk and confident talk. In terms of our bet, we are going to do the following. In this race, we've decided to take some trifectas, and we're only boxing 1, 3 and 4. The race does lie between those. There's a lot of confidence, though, at the end of the day. Big-eyed girl, twice as splendid Drochier, but perhaps twice as splendid, the one to bet. Ninth and final get-out stakes, let's go. If we need to get out of it, the 9th race over 1,200 metres. Here they got number 1, Twice as Wild as favourite. 16 to 10 was joint with Irrevocable Dream. I don't think it'll stay like that for too long. And then Earl of Cardigan is at 11 to 1 as the third choice with a whole lot of other horses. So market's got it as an absolute two-horse race. Darren, what do you think?
Clyde, I thought an absolute one-horse race. We're saving the best for last. Irrevocable Dream. He's had the 3 comeback runs after over a year off the track. His second comeback run was a bit of a flat effort, and last week he bounced back with a very good second. I thought a bit tight for room on the inside running rail. A repeat of that performance, we'll see him in the winner's box. I'm very confident Irrevocable Dream will close the meeting.
Okay. Darren, super confident. You, Daryl Marie?
Yes, Clyde, we're going to show that replay. He ran second behind Lulu's Boy on that occasion. He was 7 pounds under sufferance. Now his rating, his weight won't be adjusted because he ran a place and the weights were published. So he's well in on this occasion. I just hope he stands his ground and he's pulled up well. And if that's the case, I'll certainly make him the horse to beat. And he will be a bank in all our bets.
Yeah, they're having a very good run, the stable, aren't they?
Yeah. They're firing, Claude. They're firing,
and we've got a bet for you now, the 9th race. This is what we're going to do, and then we'll show you the rerun. We're going straight up Irrevocable Dream. That's our bet for the last race. Hopefully this horse can get home for us, and we'll show you why we like it. This rerun will show you Irrevocable Dream on this occasion is the red sleeves and the red cap. Goes through down the inside like it's going to go through to win on this occasion. And you'll notice Lulu's Boy, who's the eventual winner in this particular event, does seem to run on the better of the two. But there was a little bit of hanging. You noticed it was hanging there, Daryl?
Yeah, it got a little bit tight for Irrevocable Dream, but I do believe he had his chance to go through that gap, Clyde. But very impressed with that run. And if he's fit and well and he's pulled up well, I think we can have a strike.
Okay, so Irrevocable Dream. Lulu's Boy, they finished ahead of South Boy in third on that occasion. And we believe the horse on the rail is going to be hard to beat today.